Some mornings I don't get out of bed till gone 11 o'clock. Not because I'm tired, but because nothing will start, like the day won't start. I want food, but I won't eat. I want to shower, but I won't do that either. And I want to go for a walk, but I just can't. And the day just doesn't begin. And this used to happen to me all the time. Like genuinely, it would happen like once or twice a month. And I would ring my boss and I would say, you know, I'm ill, basically. I wasn't ill, obviously. I just couldn't start, is the honest truth. And I've had ADHD for 34 years. Essentially my whole life, because I was diagnosed at 3, I was re-diagnosed at around 9. And it took me most of those years to figure out why my mornings either worked or completely fell apart. So that's what this video is about, essentially. I'm going to show you the exact system that I use every single morning, and it's not a routine, it's like a chain of boring triggers. Each one sets off the next one, and I'll show you what happens when one of them breaks, because it cost me £1,400 once. Wonderful. And I'm still not over it, and I don't think I ever will be, but you know, whatever. Look, I know there's 1,000 YouTube videos all saying about morning routines. They wake up at 5, they do a cold plunge, journal for an hour, and meditate. Well, mate, half the time, I barely feel like brushing my own teeth before 11 on a bad day. So that is what it is. Now, this isn't what I just described. This is what actually works when your brain is fighting you from the second you open your eyes. So a combatant to what your brain wants to do. Here's what nobody tells you about ADHD mornings. And this genuinely changed how I think about it. Your brain wakes up with lower cortisol than everyone else's. Cortisol is the hormone that's supposed to get you moving, get you going, start the day. Little things, like the thing that tells your body the day has started, that's cortisol. Yours is too low if you have ADHD. And melatonin, the one that tells your body it's still time to sleep, yours is too high. So you've not got enough of the go and you've got too much of the stop at the same time, first thing in the morning. So you're not lazy, you're not choosing to lie there. Your brain is genuinely, and I mean this, running on a dead battery every single morning, like a cold start. I call it a dead start, which sounds dramatic, but it's literally what is happening. And the mad thing is that nobody told me this at all for like 30 years. I just thought I was, you know, shit at getting up in the mornings, basically. And what do most of us do with a dead battery brain? We grab our phone. First thing, obviously, eyes open, phone in hand, onto TikTok or YouTube or whatever, before you even sat up properly. And your ADHD brain is desperate for dopamine, like desperate. And it's running on nothing, and the phone is the easiest thing going. It's the easiest hit you can get. TikTok messages, notifications, I literally make content on there and I still get sucked into it. Pick up that damn phone first thing in the morning. You're not scrolling because you're lazy, you're scrolling because your brain is trying to wake itself up the only way it knows how. And then you look up and it's 11:30 and you're still in bed and the day never started. That was my life for years, genuinely years. So here is what I actually do now. And I want to be honest, no, let me say this first. This isn't a polished morning routine. I'm not walking around or waking up at 5 o'clock. I'm not doing breath work. This is just what works, and it took me genuinely a stupid amount of time to figure out. So don't judge me, please. The first thing I do when I open my eyes is my phone now stays where it is. It charges in another room, actually. I don't go and get it. I put the shorts and the hoodie on. As you all know, I always wear the hoodie. Brush my teeth, I wake up, I put the shorts and the hoodie on, or long pants if it's cold. I brush my teeth, I wake up Jessica, and we go for a walk. That's the first thing we do. That's it. That is the first link. And I know that sounds like absolutely nothing. A normal person would just get up and get on. But for an ADHD brain, it's genuinely everything. The walk gets the sunlight into your eyes, and that drops the melatonin and raises the cortisol at the same time. Now remember, we have too much stop and not enough go, and the sunlight fixes that. Your brain starts to come online. And because Jess is with me, she's got ADHD too, so we both know what the other one's like in the morning. We're both doing it, and neither of us can bail because we've got that body doubling situation going on. If it was just me, I might talk myself out of it. However, I will say I was very good at doing this just on my own, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. But she's there, and we go together. We get back, I shower, Jess makes breakfast, typically. And here is where it gets a bit weird. I'll go and grab a Monster, as I need the caffeine, obviously, but not because I need caffeine. I mean, maybe, but that's not why. The Monster is actually a trigger. It tells my brain, we're going to the desk. It's like Pavlov's dog, but with energy drinks. I sit down, I put my headset on, and that's another trigger. The headset means I'm going to do some work. I don't even think about it. I just put the headset on, and my brain goes into work mode. So look, work triggers shower, shower triggers breakfast, Monster triggers desk, desk is headset, headset triggers work. Each thing sets off the next thing, and I don't have to decide to do any of it. It just goes on its own. That's why I call it a chain. But here's the bit that most people miss. The chain doesn't start in the morning, it starts the night before. I have this thing that I've never really talked about, but I think of it as like last night Liam setting up for this morning Liam. Like they're two completely different people. Because honestly, they kind of are, I guess. I mean, they're not, but they are. So if I'm editing a video tomorrow, I'll load them up onto the computer, I'll open DaVinci Resolve before I go to bed, the tabs are there, the project is open, the timeline is all up. And the reason I do this is because if morning Liam has to find a file, open the app, figure out where he was, well, mate, he's just gonna go on his phone and he's gone. The chain is already broken before it even started. And that's it, game over. I used to do this at the dealerships too, when I worked at dealerships and sold cars or bikes. I'd stay 10 minutes after everyone left, I'd set up my desk for the next morning, I'd do my leads printing out, I'd do like the CRM, I'd do my notes and everything else. Because I knew that if I had to set all that up in the morning at 8 AM with a dead start and brain, I'd spend 4 hours dicking around and just probably wouldn't do anything. Which did happen some days because, you know, I forgot the day before or whatever. Or was really busy or really late, whatever, I don't know. I've been doing this now for about 10 years, I reckon. 10 minutes before the night before, it just saves the entire morning. And then once I'm sat at my desk, I'll just put the headset on, I pick my 3 tasks for the day. I call them the 3 majors. I have them in the PDF that lots of you will have. It's in the link in the bio, it's completely free. And yeah, I know how that sounds. When I was a kid, my granddad made up this game. So I had to protect the wizard, which was him, obviously, by beating the 3 majors. Now, remember I was a kid. 3 majors, 3 tasks, beat all the 3 and the wizard is safe. And they were like fire, ice and thunder or something like that. And I know this sounds like a cute story, but I'm being dead serious. I still do it every morning without fail. I write 3 majors on my iPad or on a piece of paper, depending on where I am, and then that's it. They're not goals, not a massive to-do list that makes me feel sick looking at it. It's 3 things that I'm gonna beat today. And they have to be things I can control, not like close a deal, that's an outcome. Because obviously, whatever. More like make 15 calls or edit the first 3 minutes of a video. Things that I can actually achieve and complete, and when they're done, the wizard is safe and the day is won. And even though my granddad isn't here anymore, I still need to protect them. So, yeah. It doesn't matter what else happened. As long as the 3 majors are beaten, granddad is safe, fine. It sounds stupid, but it works, and I've been doing it since I was about 8 years old, so take that as you will. Now, here's the thing about the chain. If one of the links breaks, the whole day can change. If I shower first before the walk might not happen. And if the walk doesn't happen, then obviously the chain is broken, and it won't be a disaster, but I'll be a bare minimum person. I know you know what that means. I know you felt like that. The day will feel out of sync, drastically out of sync. Everything gets done at half speed, or not at all. And you can't explain it to anyone. You just feel wrong, feel weird, something, all damn day. And it's not always the shower, by the way. Sometimes I'm just not feeling the walk, or sometimes I wake up really hot in the night and I just want to cool off first. Or sometimes I don't want any breakfast, I can't stomach anything. But the result is the same. The chain breaks, the day breaks, and on a really bad one, the whole day just goes. I won't eat, I won't shower, I'll just loiter around the house, probably doing nothing and hating myself for doing nothing. Those days are really rare now, but they do still happen because, it's not 100% obviously. And I know what it costs, but the reason for that is because I've lived it. I used to sell cars and there were mornings, genuinely once or twice a month, where I could not leave my bed. Not tired, not ill, just stuck, completely stuck. And I'd ring my boss and I'd put on the voice, the voice, I'm not well, mate. Oh, I can't come in. Oh. But I wasn't ill, obviously. I just couldn't start the day. The chain was broken before my eyes had opened, and it's going to be one of them days. One of those mornings, a customer came in and paid a deposit on an RS6. Now, I'd been working with this customer for nearly a year at the time. If you don't know, the RS6 is Audi's flagship model. £1,400 commission on one car, but because I was sick that day, the deal got taken by the house. And I'd done the whole sale. I'd found a car, I built a relationship, I did everything, but because I wasn't there when it counted, I lost it. And I ended up doing the whole rest of the sale anyway because the customer wanted to deal with me. The client had the paperwork, the handover, everything, but I just didn't get a penny of it because I wasn't there one morning. Just one morning. 1,400 quid because of one morning where the chain was broken. And if you can't tell already, that pissed me off more than anything. So, great. Look, I'm not going to tell you this routine will change your whole life because obviously not. And I'm not selling a course, I'm not launching a challenge, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just telling you what 34 years of ADHD has taught me. I've known about it my whole life, so I've had loads of time to work these things out. Your morning isn't about motivation, it's about links in a chain and each one triggers the next one. Now that I've said this, you'll probably look back and think, oh my God, yeah, loads of mine are the same. And if you can get the first one, for me, that's the walk, then the rest of the day will just follow along. It's boring, it's not exciting, but it does work, it really, really does. Anyway, that's everything I have to tell you. However, if you do want to watch some more of my content or you want to learn more about ADHD, I have a video here and here, and they're the ones that YouTube thinks are best for you.